It's all about seeds today, and make sure you guys stay tuned to the end because boy, do I have a secret to share with you. Hello enhancers, and welcome back to my channel. So look what I got. I got my seeds. So I had these for about a month and a half now, and it's August. I was going to try to start growing some things in July, but I just didn't have time. I said, you know what, well, that's good anyway, because I want to do some research first and see how to grow each fruit or vegetable, what soil I'll need, fertilizers. So I got a lot of stuff I have to research and get in my head before I can get my hands dirty anyway. But just look at this. I got my seeds, and the two companies that I went with were True Leaf Market and Burpee Seeds. And I love True Leaf Market, not only because this fabulous packaging. I mean, just look at this packaging. I love, love, love their packaging. I have my son laying here. What you got to say? So he's probably going to be making some noise, but I love their packaging. It has that very old-timey vintage type look, and I just love it. I wouldn't mind framing some of these. I love it, love it, love it. And then I got my Burpee seeds. And they didn't put mine in any type of fancy packaging, maybe because I only ordered a few seeds. I don't know, maybe just it's just how they send it. I don't know, but I did try to, what is this? Gourd. Oh, my little sponges. Like gourd, what's that? My loofah seeds. And you can eat them, but they look like loafers, the loofahs that you wash with. I wouldn't mind growing some of those and then using it to wash with, make like those scrubbing brushy type things. That would be so neat. So that's what these are. Yeah. But yeah, I tried to stick to a budget. So I don't know if they have any pretty packaging. This is what mine came in, because maybe I only bought a few seeds, but I stuck to a budget because I only wanted to buy a few seeds, like I said, just to get my hands dirty, start practicing growing a lot of this stuff and getting it into my head. I'm gonna keep still. And so that's what I did. I love True Leaf Market though, because I love their website. It is so easy to navigate, the way they list all of the GMO products and organic. They have like a little symbol right on the page you're looking at. You don't have to go digging and looking into the details and clicking to find things. It was so easy, and plus their prices were like astronomically good compared to other companies. So I compared them to other companies. That's why I only went with two companies, because I just wanted to get the bulk of my seeds from one company. I didn't feel like buying from this company and buying from this company and just buying from a whole bunch of different companies. So I just stuck to those two, especially True Leaf Market, because of their prices, and the way it was easy to navigate. They pretty much had everything, and I just love the packaging. Gotta love it. All right, so anyway, the reason for this video is not to show off my seeds, but to tell you guys why I bought specific types of seeds. And I went with heirloom seeds because heirlooms, I just love heirloom seeds. I wanted seeds that hasn't been tampered with. I also love heirloom seeds because they have a past, so it's fun to, find out the history of where that seed started from, where it was most popular, where it grows good at. So it has a past. I like to call them ancient seeds. These are seeds that have been passed down from generation and generation and generation. So I just love that about heirloom seeds. Also, heirloom seeds have a superior taste. They're also more nutritious, and they can be non-hybrid, which is a plus, and non-GMO, which is another plus, because you don't want man-made, or what I like to say, fake foods. It loses its nutritional value that way. And like I said, you can buy organic. You can buy them, if you want to buy a hybrid, you can buy hybrid seeds, but I would buy organic if you can, because at least you know your seeds doesn't have all those chemicals in there. Now, the only thing I didn't like about heirloom seeds is that they said that it takes more care, I guess, to get them to grow and to yield. And I don't know if that's because maybe it's heirloom seeds, like I said, they're specific to a certain area, so maybe they're used to growing in that area, and you might have to do a little bit more when it comes to trying to get them to grow with your fertilizers and the way that you feed them. Needs more care. I don't like that part though. All right, so why I bought specific seeds, I wanted non-hybrid seeds, and I can take this conversation back to Dr. Sebi, and I spoke about Dr. Sebi in one of my previous videos, my fasting videos, so you can go back and watch that if you want to know all of how he thinks about or believes about food. And let me just read a little bit about what he says. He says, unnaturally cross-pollinating 2 or more plants can change the genetic structure, electrical composition, and pH balance. So Dr. Sebi is all about your food being electric or alive. So you don't want to change the structure of the plant, because by doing that, making hybrid or fake foods by cross-pollinating 2 different plants, then you're taking away from the food having that natural electricity that can heal the body, those natural nutrients. And also pH balance, he talks about a lot, because not only when you're changing the structure or making that food a hybrid, that changes it to where the pH balance is changed as well. And Dr. Sebi believes that keeping the body at a certain pH balance, alkaline type pH balance, can heal the body. So like I say, go do your research about that. I don't want to get too deep into that because I spoke about that in another video. But for example, we can take the food garlic, i.e. fake food. No, I know. Don't throw stones at me, because when I found out that this was a fake food, I was like, no! And then I found out that bananas was a fake food, and I was like, no! And then I found out that my beloved pineapples was a fake food, and I almost had a heart attack, you guys. I was like, no, this can't be. But yes, garlic is a fake food. But what I do, when I do my alkaline diet, what I do is just switch out the garlics for shallots, and shallots kind of has a taste between an onion and a garlic, so that's an option. But anyway, just be careful with your foods, and you can read up about that on your own. Also, sprouting seeds, I didn't think, I thought I put all my sprouting seeds back, but it looked like one got in there. The garbanzo beans are sprouted beans and seeds. And I really didn't want to buy any sprouting seeds. I started to, but I said, nah, it's going to be too much work trying to mess with sprouting, and you got to change the water up every day or something like that. But I was like, I don't feel like messing around with all of that, so let's not do sprouting seeds. Let's just concentrate on getting the basics and just learn how to grow things. And so, well, let's go into things to consider. So some things to consider when you grow any type of plants. What's the matter? He just woke up. Things you want to consider is clean water. So even though you're buying organic, if you buy organic, where's your water coming from to water your plants? Because that can pollute or cause you to get chemicals into your growing plants as well. So that's something to think about. Also the weather, and I know we have seen what's going on with the weather these days. So weather can play a part with drought, and many other weather conditions can cause plants not to grow or yield. Soil, that's another thing. You want to get your soil tested, and that's the thing I love about where my mother has her land. It was a farmer's area, I guess you can say. It was lots of farmers. They had cows. Like when we was growing up, there were cows and chickens and pigs, and they grew things. Like my uncle, you know, he had his pigs, and he would do a lot of planting. They had land, they planted. So, you know, check on getting your soil tested. And when it comes to fertilizers, let me not speak about what's going on with that these days. So make sure you know how to make your own as well. Also, you want to grow in season. That's another thing. So growing in season means that your produce will be more nutritious and flavorful. and also more abundant because it's more abundant. You have more because you're growing in season. It's the season that it's supposed to grow, so it'll yield more. Also, you don't have to worry about it being processed or preserved. So that's another thing. If you grow in season, you don't have to worry about, oh, and also not only growing in season, but eating in season, because if you eat in season, you don't have to worry about processing or preserving it, which can add more harmful things to your food as well. I know a lot of people they use sugar to preserve it, and that's just not healthy. So eat it in season. Don't worry about preserving it. You just don't eat it in that season. If it's not made for that season, you just can't have it. Don't eat it. But people love to try to preserve it and process it so that they can keep eating it in every season, and you're really not supposed to eat like that, because when you do that, the food is losing its nutritional value. And once it's being processed and preserved, you want to eat it when it's just been harvested and it's at its ripest and it has all of its nutrients. You got to say. All right. And so a big thing about that is, like vitamin C, because, vitamin C can help prevent a lot of diseases. So if you're losing that nutritional value by processing and preserving it and not eating it in season, probably why a lot of people are getting sick, right? All right, so that's why I bought what I bought. And some foods are not season specific, such as bananas and avocados and mushrooms and apples and carrots and potatoes. So you just have to do your research and find out which foods are season specific. So that's another thing I got to research as well, which I don't think I'm gonna start doing that yet. I'm just learning a little bit at a time. Maybe that's something I'll gradually get into, learning to eat my foods in season. Here you go. You want to play with the fan. He likes playing with the fan. So let me just tell you guys what I bought and the reason why I bought specific foods. And I look at the nutritional value of each food. For example, corn. I didn't buy corn. I'm trying to not even buy corn anymore. I know they like to eat it with their spaghetti. But if you think about it, corn is, to me, a vegetable that's not worth eating. It doesn't digest. It's not really even that good for you, nutritional wise. So why eat it? A lot of things we eat is like, why eat it? And you can eat something better. Why eat corn when I can eat some kale and some spinach and all these other highly nutritional fruits and vegetables? And I'm looking for my paper. I think it was on a chair. I don't know where it went. Oh, there it is. So what I bought from True Leaf Market, and I was basically only thinking of myself. If SHTF, something hits the fan or stuff hits the fan, they're gonna just have to eat what I eat. But at least the food that I bought is more alkaline. They're heirlooms, they're organic, and that's what you want to do in a SHTF situation anyway, because you want the most nutritious food. You want foods, and it's also alkaline, so you don't have to worry about all this craziness that's going on with viruses and this coming out, and now we need a VACCINE for this. Your body can just naturally heal itself because you're keeping it in an alkaline state, right? Hey, I'm trying to kill all these birds with one stone. All right, so I bought, and these are foods I mainly eat anyway. I'm trying to get more on that path of just eating foods that are not fake or man-made. I have lentil sprouting beans, which is the garbanzo beans. I have a herb collection pack, so this has a bunch of different herbs like cilantro, rosemary, thyme, and all of those good stuff. Oregano, I think, is one. I also have spinach, cabbage, onions, rosemary, which is part of that pack, Roma tomatoes, specifically Roma. I got the red Russian kale also. So I got the Lacento kale, which is the dinosaur kale, and I got the red Russian kale. Got all of my onions, red and yellow onions, oats. I said I need some type of grain. I just can't eat fruits and vegetables and beans. I have no grains, so I said I might try my hand in growing some grains. I know that's going to take a lot of research. Grains are, I think, hard to grow. If I researched that correctly, I did do a little bit of research. So I did buy some oats. Got all my peppers, like my sweet peppers. So with burpee, what I bought were, I bought the loofahs and some other sweet peppers. So I think whatever I didn't buy off of the True Leaf Market website, I bought off of burpee, and some strawberries. The only thing that I didn't get was the blueberry, yeah, the blueberries, the blackberries, garlic, and ginger, and they were pretty pricey. And the potatoes, I wanted potatoes. I didn't get potatoes because they were just going out of stock really fast. And I'm glad I didn't though, because I forgot all about the red potatoes. So I think that's what I'm gonna buy. I want the red potatoes. I was gonna buy something different, but a lot of those things were either pricey, especially the blackberries and the garlic. So I said I'll wait on that. But basically that's what I bought, and a lot of it is organic. So yeah, definitely get your seeds, you know, enhancing your body by growing your own food. So that is the main theme of this video. So I hope you guys go get your seeds. And because I'm getting tired of, I'm almost don't trust a whole lot of foods these days, even the organic ones. Like organic is popping up in every little store. Like it used to be special because you could only find it in the organic store. Now I'm kind of scratching my head like, I wonder about some of these products they call organic. Are they that organic, or is the FDA just being more lenient on what's organic these days? Because let me tell you guys, I have to stop myself sometimes, because when I see those little black USDA organic symbols on some of those products, like I don't look at those the same as the green ones. I'm like, how organic is your organic, right? And also, one quick thing I wanted to say about seeds and plants is that if you have food stamps and you get SNAP, you can use your food stamps to get edible plants and seeds. So I knew about the edible plants. I saw somebody do this like maybe a month or so ago, and I was like, I did not know that, but I didn't know you could also buy seeds as well. So seeds and edible plants if you get food stamps. And also, if you don't get approved for food stamps, buy them off of somebody. That's what I was doing through the pandemic. You know, find somebody who's willing to sell you some food stamps, or who will be able to go to the store and maybe pick up some stuff for you, and you just, you know, give them the money that they want for it, as long as it's, you know, double the price of food stamps that you're getting, which is how a lot of people do it. But yeah, had to throw that in there. Gotta be smart these days. Get your free when you can get your free. All right, but you guys, that is all for this video. Definitely get yourself some seeds and start growing and planting your own foods. That way you know what's in your food and how it's grown. And I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.